Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Bunnysays. And this is the next episode in the game Sherlock Holmes The Awakened, the Remastered edition. And it's been a few days since I last played. Last we left off, let me see here. Dogs. Yes, we were, we're at Captain Stenick's house. And we went around back to the garden there and found the little young man's little shack who's missing. And we found some footprints that looked like going over the wall and seemed to infer that he was kidnapped and thrown over the wall by a couple people and run off with them. Now we don't know why. But okay, yep. But look here. Yep, in the shack where the young Maori Balpa was living, there is a drawing in the soil in Maori style. It depicts what appears to be the silhouette of a human running from a huge wave, filled with vague forms that resemble flying fish. Now, in Mr. Stenick's garden, I observed traces of footsteps leading from the wall around the house to the entrance of a nearby shack. There was additional evidence of a heavy object consistent with being a man landing on the ground from the wall. Inference is that the man is of a certain height, certain weight. The footsteps were consistent with a size 7 fully soled shoe, and nail is missing in the sole of the right shoe. Oh yeah, I totally remember that. Okay, so we have some plant fibers and some piece of cloth, a fish scale, small lump, and we're going to check these. I believe, in Sherlock's his chemistry set here. Now, let's see how this works.
Now it can't be used for anything.
Oh, okay.
My analysis is not finished.
Okay, yep, alright. How do I work his chemistry set here? Oh, there's acid. What is this? Spirits, solvent, water. Anything else? Okay, let's...
Nothing.
Okay, you know what? Let's look at the fish scale. Okay, how do I do that? There we go. Alright. This is more like it. Well, that's what you have here. Some tweezers and a scalpel, looks like.
According to this monograph, the fish scale appears to be from a perch, a saltwater fish with high commercial and culinary value.
Oh, wow, really? Wait a minute, hold on. I remember you bought that book on fish. Hold on. Where was... fish scales, yeah. No. No, I had a... No. Oh, it's gone. They took it away. Okay, I had my book on... And I had the book on pirates. Or something like that. No, I had a book on... a nice illustrated volume on fish and a collection of legends on piracy. Yeah. Where are they? Can I see them? Documents. No, okay. Yeah, no, that was... Okay, I went through those, but... Okay, I guess the book is gone now. I guess we used it, so... Okay, let's look at the small lump. Oh, wait. You know what? Let's use the scalpel on this thing. Maybe we could find something. I'm assuming not. But we know it's from a perch. Okay. Okay, let's do this again. Alright, what do we have here? Is there anything... Let me see here. Oh. Oh, what's that?
The meatball ignited but failed to burn completely. There are, without a doubt, mustard seeds present, probably in exotic form. What could be the other components, I wonder?
Oh, mustard seeds. Okay. What are these little things? Yeah, what are the other stuff here? Could I use solvent or acid or anything on them?
Nothing.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Didn't I? Okay, let me see. Spirit of alcohol.
Nothing.
Okay. How about acid?
Nothing.
Okay. How about water? Oh, okay. I have to.
Nothing.
Okay, because I didn't even. Wait. All right, let me do this. Compounds for Mayori's lump. Let's do that.
Nothing.
Really? Okay.
Nothing.
What about this cloth?
Very interesting.
Yeah, let's look at this. Where'd my stuff go? There's some kind of tear here in the cloth. It's all torn, really. Okay, just looking around here. Now I don't have any instruments, so does that mean, what does that mean? Okay, just checking everywhere. Anything that looks like it might be standing out. Okay, let's hold off on that. Linen scrap, okay. Here it is, piece of cloth found its stinks on the door lintel of the young Mary's room. There's definitely woven flax. Okay, this cloth was dyed, yet not in England. Without the slightest doubt, this material originated in India. Taking into account the height of the lintel, the only explanation is that a large man with a turban made from this cloth crossed this threshold. Oh. Yeah, it was on the top of the lintel. Oh yeah, I remember that. However, there's no trace of such a man in the garden, which means he knew how to land in such a way as to leave no trace when he jumped, and that his shoes have a smooth, flat sole, like Indian slippers. With the other evidence included, this man is undoubtedly Indian and arrived in England only recently. Okay. Yeah, shoes with a smooth, flat sole. Okay. Well, no, I guess if he had no shoes on, I was just thinking, well, maybe he could jump with no shoes, but he probably would have made footprints. Okay. So we have plant fibers. Fish scale, linen scraps. Okay.
Nothing.
Wait. Okay. I can't look at that, huh? Under the microscope.
Nothing.
You know what?
My analysis is not finished.
I know. Hold on. I just wanted to sit. I thought I could move my inventory items around. Yeah, Q and E. Okay. I thought so. Okay. Okay, it's not doing that. Okay. I want to look at the fiber. That's what I want to do. Here we go. Now this looks rather interesting. Okay, let's grab some tweezers here.
These rope fibers are clearly hemp. Now, about the origin of these stains.
Okay. I don't know what kind of stain it is. How would I get that off? How would I understand that? Oh, you know what? Maybe or something? Okay, I can't get off. Let's look at the stained rope. Yeah.
Nothing.
What? Nothing? Really? Let's look at the report. Nope. That means I think it means I'm not finished.
Nothing.
So. Okay. Let's see. Can I use the knife on it? Oh, you know what? Can I interact with these here like that? Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Just checking. Alright. Okay, let's go
Nothing.
back to the... Oh. No, I'm going to go back to the... These two don't go together, do they? No, okay.
Nothing.
Really? Okay, you're not gonna let me...
Let's see if I can obtain a reaction with the help of my chemicals and apparatus.
Okay, perfect. That's
Now
what
it
I
can't
wanted.
be used for anything.
Okay, wait. Now I have to use the... Let's try the solvent. Anything? I hope I don't only have one chance and I just used it up. Well, what's going on?
This is evidently coal soot mixed with water, and given the absence of any salt particulates, it must be fresh water.
What? Really? Okay, hold on. Hemp rope. Fibers found on the wall in Stennick's garden, identified as hemp, likely from rope. They were stained with traces of a black substance, undoubtedly coal soot mixed with water. The water is fresh as I find no presence of saline. Okay. They were stained with traces of a black, undoubtedly coal soot mixed with water. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Coal soot. So, okay, you know what? Let's put that in there as well.
Let's see if I can obtain a reaction with the help of my chemicals and apparatus.
Okay, these were mustard. I guess, well, let's try the solvent again.
Now it can't be used for anything.
Okay, I guess not. What do you think? What do I think? Acid, maybe? Oh, okay, yes.
Perhaps if I apply heat?
How do I do that?
Now it can't be used for anything.
How do I apply heat? Oh, matches. I have matches. There we go. Ah, that's great. Yeah, I love doing these little things in Sherlock Holmes. It's sort of fun figuring out the little puzzles and the like. You know, stir around. By the way, I've been reading more Sherlock Holmes again. And enjoying it still.
Incredible. I note a strong presence of opium blended with a concentrate of morphine. The remaining elements are a mystery to me.
What, really? Okay, hold on. Opium sample. Small lump found in the Mario's shack. Analysis indicates it contains opium, blended with a strong distillate of morphine. I was unable to identify the remaining components of this mixture.
I should look from the window and see where Watson is.
Oh, really? Okay. There he is. He's going over to the mailboy. Oh, good. I get to play Watson now. Great. Okay. That's very cool. I know he was going to go over to the mailboy and ask him some stuff.
There's a good lad. How does it go?
Hello, sir.
My associate, Sherlock Holmes, said you might have information for him about Now, what was it?
The princess, Gov. He was looking for the scuttlebutt on this here princess what we visiting. Exciting goings on. Her bodyguard went missing the first morning after she got here. Nice job to look after a princess's body, innit, sir? They say he went out on the town having a go with the ladies, if you get my meaning. Like as not, he was trapped by some gang of toughs. Otherwise, who'd get the best of him? A proper giant he was by all accounts. Do I get me coins then, sir? Oh, thank you, sir. Obliged, I'm sure.
No, I mean, he's not the mail boy, he's the newspaper boy. But, what was that about? Was there, hold on. Documents, reports, items, okay. Yeah, this is sort of funny. Also, if you should happen to see the newsboy outside and find out what he knows and if it has value, give him a coin. For God's sake, don't be a miser, Watson. I remember that. That was making me laugh. A miser? You cost me one of my patients and you question my level of generosity with your informers? Really, Holmes. Sometimes you go too far. I have to say, I'll probably say, I've said it before, I think, and I'll say it again. I'm a big Watson fan. Okay. Because there's a level of, oh well, okay. People don't give Watson enough credit. He has a very lot to do with Sherlock Holmes and what he does, you know, in his place in the stories. People just tend to assume he's the biographer, sort of, you know. But he actually isn't. He plays an integral role in his stories. And it's through Watson that we understand Sherlock Holmes. So, he's very vital.
Please, Watson, leave me to my thoughts. I must concentrate.
Yeah, okay. Now, was I give him the information or what? Okay, I guess. So maybe I have some time to myself or what's going on. Let's just go snoop around Sherlock's room. Nothing. I will say I am, if you'll notice, the sort of movement, it is sort of floaty in the first person perspective. Now, I know that's not a good description, but it doesn't snap very well. It tends to, if you move over, it tends to sort of drift a little bit. Okay, some tea or what? Okay, am I supposed to switch back to Sherlock Holmes or something, or how do I do that? I'm not exactly sure how to do that. Okay. Okay, maybe, you know what? Yeah, I can go under. No, look in here first and then. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll go outside and wander around. I think I have some free time to be able to wander around. And that's very cool. I think I could. Well, at least, do I have to talk to the newspaper boy more? Or?
The Strand! The Strand! Buy the Strand!
Can I buy a paper? Oh, we already have one. That's right. Let me see what's going on in the street here. Oh, you know what? Maybe go check out the bookstore. Myself, actually. Oh, wait. Hold on, let me look here. Am I supposed to... Please go to the Paul Levelon Barnes and ask him if he has something in the Maori Nation and its traditions. Oh, okay, yes, I do have to go there. Oh, okay. Lovelorn Barnes. I don't remember him being lovelorn, but okay. I actually like walking down the street and seeing getting a sort of an idea of a taste of London. You know, I know it isn't going to be exactly accurate or anything, but it's sort of fun seeing, an idea of what supposedly was like or something like that. Let's talk to this woman. Wasn't she? No, it was the other woman over here. The flower garden. She's not there. Okay. A little flower stall. Okay, this is Barnes, right? Yeah.
Good morning. Has your sprain improved?
Good morning, Dr. Watson. It is slowly showing improvement. What can I do for you?
Would you happen to have a book on the Maoris?
If I have one available, it would be on that bottom shelf, although I'm not sure if I still have that particular book.
Please don't trouble yourself. I will look for it.
Okay, the bottom shelf. Let's take a look here. Is there anything else I can get? Or bottom shelf, huh? Is that? No. It's a cool looking little elephant there. Oh, but okay, here we go. The Universe. By some little, can't see it. Here we go. People at the Earth's End. People at the Earth's End. It is important to realize that the Maoris create peculiar pictorial writings in the soil in order to express much more than simple artistic emotions. First, one must recognize that dreams are at the center of the Maoris' spiritual basis. According to ancient tribal dogma, all men live in a vast universal dream world, and our individual dreams represent our communion with invisible sacred spirits, which are all around us. Wow, really? Wait, hold on. Now, individual dreams represent our really? Okay. When a Maori has a particularly notable dream with prophetic or moral value, he draws important moments of his dream in a symbolic fashion on the soil. The drawing is interpreted by the tribal shaman, who can order a radical change in the tribal life, depending upon what the dream tells him about the future. Okay. This behavior may seem incredible to those born in the civilized world. We require substantial fact and cogitation, sometimes too much, before changing important aspects of our lives. But our scientific observations over the last 10 years reveal several interesting things. First and oh wow, they got a cool picture here. First and foremost, not all Maori dreams do inspire these drawings. Secondly, when drawings are made, few are found to have true symbolic meaning of events that will affect tribal life. Thus, these prophetic occurrences are quite rare. Furthermore, as mentioned earlier, in these wild and inhospitable lands, the interpretation of a dream as prophesying great change is unlikely to be a great shock, as nature does little half-heartedly in such places. The shaman is going to understand that if a particular spirit condescended to send a message to his people via a dream, it is a matter of their very survival. Okay. Thus we arrive at the following conclusion. Has not our sophisticated Western world dampened these same primitive people's senses in ourselves, deeming them, wrongly in my opinion, lowly and unworthy? For how can we, with all our scientific tools and superior knowledge, foresee the many disasters that hail down on us with the same reliability? If the apocalypse must happen one day, I am sure that the first warning sign will not be found in our august scientific or governmental corridors, but in the lone drawings of a naked and illiterate aborigine in the fine soil of the bush. Perhaps he will have time to seek shelter for his people. As for us, an enlightened attitude. It's very nice to know. That's quite interesting. Also, if you know anything about H.P. Lovecraft,
Good day.
Goodbye, Doctor.
it ties into the sort of dreamlands and the dream worlds. Okay, is that all we're getting? Yeah, okay. That he does in his stories. If you know what that is, H.P. Lovecraft, Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Now remember this story is partly based on a little bit of Cthulhu mythos, and that's what Lovecraft did in some short stories he wrote. I won't get into it too much in this episode, but as time is running short. But he did write some short stories which had to do with a sort of a dreamscape, a dream world, a dreamland, where you could go there and your dreams are, anything you dream is coming true there and that type of thing. And very much like the Maori Dreamwalker, I guess, a dreamscape. A dream position.
Holmes, what on earth did you say to Barnes to put him in such a state?
Not now, Watson. Although I'm sure this bit of news is most significant, it must wait. We are piecing together a singular affair. This abduction story is much more complex than it appears. As I noted before, our next move is to locate the place of employment for one of the villains who abducted the young Maori. What part of London would such a man call home?
Oh, really? Okay. From what part of London does one of the two kidnappers of the young Maori come? What? How do I know? Wait. Whitechapel? Okay. I don't even know how to spell Whitechapel properly, I don't think. Oh. Back. That's actually the only place I know. I don't really know what part of London does one of the two okay, Whitechapel, I guess.
Your intentions are good, my dear Watson, but you have missed everything of importance.
Oh, okay. So, wait, well, let me get... okay, well, how do I... How do I get out of this? So I could read my notes and
Your
stuff.
intentions are good, my dear Watson, but you have missed everything of importance.
What part of London does... Okay, East London?
Your intentions are good, my dear Watson, but you have missed everything of importance.
Well, let me look at my logs and stuff. I need to... How do I get out of this so I can look at my notes and stuff? I need to check on my notes. Let me out of here. Okay, there we go. Thank you very much. All right. Let's see. Okay, the opium comes from hemp. It's coal and soot. Oh, okay. Let me fish scale. So plant fibers. Okay, fish scale. Let me look at the map. No, you won't let me look at the map. That's the one thing I need to look at. All right. Let's see. Did they mention? Let's see. Perhaps a. Okay, I'm looking at the old dialogues here. Oh wait, you know what? The bodyguard disappeared, right? He was a big guy, and Oh, well, no, he was not Indian, right? Well, he might have been what? Well, okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, let's see. Sergeant Ruffles here is talking. The facts are much the same. Immigrants from poor district families have been reported missing by their families. Okay, Captain's next testimony. How long was he in your employment? Okay. Returned from Australia. And you need contacts here in London. There's contacts, they are limited. Yeah. Wow, how am I supposed to figure out? Okay, wait a minute. Here are the... let's see, 1 and 2 minutes moderate size, very mature, robust and mature. The other is a young Hindi. Now, I wonder if the man of monarchs... okay, no. He only recently arrived in England. There's the darker side to these events. Let's see. He did his experiments and... Let's see, the princess... Not now, Watson. I have no idea from what part of London does one of the 2 kidnappers of the young Maori come. He's a robust man. India. Is that a part of London? Let me try it. See if it'll say something.
Your intentions are good, my dear Watson, but you have missed everything of importance.
Well, let me look at the map of London. Let me look at the map, for God's sake, so I can see some of the names of parts of London. I don't even know the names of parts. Okay. You're going to make me, okay, you know what? I don't want to cheat here, so one moment. Can you even save? Yes. I don't want to just go to the question mark thing. Let me take a look at London and see, let me take a look at a map of London and see what areas are there. So I don't even know. I would imagine he comes from like a pier or sounded like he comes from the water, right? The kid drew the picture.
Your intentions are good, my dear Watson, but you have missed everything of importance.
See a dock? I mean, is there I'm assuming it's a dock of some sort.
Your intentions are good, my dear Watson, but you have missed everything of importance.
Yeah, it won't let me out of here. Okay, you know what? I'll just go for it. Holmes apartment. Okay. Yeah, how do I use the equipment? Yeah, I did want to use the... If you can use any equipment, you'll need to be seated at the desk, clicking a chair to sit down. Okay. Oh god, it's 34 things here. Alright. Click the chair to sit down. There are several active items at the top. 4 bottles of different liquids can be taken. Examine the 2 machines to the right and left sides of the screen. The machine on the right is a microscope. Do you have anything in your inventory that bears a closer look? To examine any item, select it from the inventory and place it under the microscope by clicking on the gears icon. Try placing the small black pellet in the microscope. Listen carefully to all Holmes' comments. How can you analyze the pellet more deeply? Notice the 2 tools at the bottom left corner of the screen while you're looking through the microscope. The tweezers are useful for picking things up and moving them around. The knife can be used for cutting the samples. What happens if you try cutting the small black pellet? There's obviously more to this pellet than first meets the eye. What else can you examine? What does Holmes say when you examine the piece of linen cloth? Note that Holmes is making notes in the report section of the inventory. Is there anything useful about the fish scales? Can you use either tool on the fish scales? Try using the tweezers to obtain a single fish scale. The piece of plant fiber can also be examined. Use the tweezers on the plant fiber to get a smaller piece, as well as a comment from Holmes. Yes, I did all of that. You need to do more than simply look at each item. Chemical analysis is also needed. Now, I guess I did all this because they probably wouldn't let me go from the... Okay, the machine on the left side of the table top can combine chemical elements to provide more information about various items. The processor used in the machine is to place the item in question on a small round plate, then combine one of the liquids found in the 4 bottles taken from the desk, and let the machine do a complete analysis of the material. You will have to experiment to discover which item is analyzed by combination with which liquid. There are 2 items to analyze chemically, the black pellet and the plant fiber. Take either of these and place it on the plate of the machine. Use one of the liquids on the plate as well. If it is the correct one, the machine will begin its analysis. Listen to Holmes' comments and get further information. If nothing happens, try one of the other 4 liquids. Okay. When analyzing the plant fiber, use the solvent to complete the analysis. When analyzing the pellet, use the acid. Okay. Oh, I lucked out and did them all. Okay, good. Listen carefully to all of Holmes' comments. Read the reports that are generated by Holmes as a result of his experiments. The analysis is complete. Get from the chair to finish. Okay, the scale is identical to that of a perch, a saltwater fish of high commercial value. So I assume it, is the... I'm assuming your docks, the pier or docks or something. I don't know how else to... How could I answer? Yeah, how could I answer the first quiz? Holmes is asking from what part of London the kidnappers came. What clues have you obtained so far? All necessary clues should be attainable from Captain Stenick's house. Yes, particularly the area behind the house where the kidnapping took place. Some of the highlights include the following: the torn scrap of cloth, the analysis of the small black pellets, something else. Given the times, this evidence suggests a seaman, a dock worker, or someone who travels on or works with ships. Yeah. How do I say that, though? This would indicate that at least one of the kidnappers is familiar with the dock area, a wharf. Oh. Okay, call it the wharf. Alright, there you go. Try it. I did type in docks. Oh, I typed in dock, not docks. Oh, that's lame. Okay. That's fine. I was thinking about typing in docks, but I thought maybe it would be another answer. But okay. Let's do docks. Watch dock.
Your intentions are good, my dear Watson, but you have missed everything of importance.
They should have let you take that. They should have let you put in the word dock, not just docks.
Yes, Watson, there is little room for doubt. Our man is a bargeman who works at the Thames River wharfs. He is more precisely employed to transport and handle fish brought in by various ships. Our next step is obvious. We must find a cab and make haste to the Thames, near the warehouses.
Okay, then we're back to Sherlock Holmes now. And, okay, I don't feel bad about that, looking that up or anything, because I pretty much said that. Docks. Oh, okay. What do we have here? Okay, that's the docks. Okay, good. Okay. For right now, though, what's getting on, and I'm going to end this file here. I'm going to keep on playing, and I'm going to just continue on. But I'm going to end this and say thank you for watching, and please join me again for the next episode. I'm going to head down the docks and we'll see what's going on there. So goodbye for now, and I hope to see you again.